Alright guys, we're back, and this time it's a tag video. I mentioned it yesterday in yesterday's video that my buddy Jack over at the Virtual Groom Room had a challenge that he came up with, and I was kind of waiting for him to release his video because he gave me a heads up about it. And so this is that video. This is the 10-minute wet shave challenge. So basically the gist of this is just a lot of people, a lot of newbies or outsiders to wet shaving, and they see us taking so damn long, and they think, oh no, that's a turnoff. How am I ever supposed to get out the door in time for work if I'm spending 30 minutes on a shave? So this is basically a series tag challenge to sort of debunk that theory. So basically what Jack wants us to do is just do your shave the normal way you would do it, but maybe a little bit less riffraff so they get a more true representation of how long it takes to get a shave in. So, easy enough, right? Well, maybe not. We'll see. I'm going to be using purely Skinful's Deer Tallow soap base here in the Connoisseur scent. You can see those scent notes just for your pleasure. I have used this on the channel before, but I figured what the hell, might as well give it another go since this isn't a spotlight or a review or anything like that. So I got that in my Lancaster bowl. Got the puck right there on the bottom. Got the nice little logo still pressed into it. So I got that in the bottom. So he said start the timer when you get going. Now, normally I shave right after a shower. So before I get in the shower, I'll put my natural hair brush in a little used candle jar with some hot water. Warm water, I should say. I'm using my Crazy Badger brush today. If it'll focus on that and not me. Using my Crazy Badger brush. It's just got a nice little badger knot in it. Nothing fantastic. But, so yeah, that's basically the stipulations there. It's just get a shave in, 10 minutes. When you start lathering, that's when we'll start the clock. So, fair enough. I worked another 12 today, so hopefully the little bit of exhaustion doesn't stop me. So here we go, guys. Right at the 3-minute mark. Go. And dip my brush just a little bit. Hopefully that puck will stay down long enough for me to get a nice load. Right now I'm actually putting my thumb on it. Since it wasn't kind of caked to the bottom, it was free floating. Putting my thumb on it to kind of keep it in place so I could get a decent load out of it. So I told Jack I don't really foresee this being an issue for me because I kind of got a cheat code, you know. I got a full fucking beard, so it's kind of a unfair advantage, as well as I only do like a 2-pass shave with some touch-ups, you know, more or less. So, all in all, I'm kind of set up for success, if you think about it. But we're going to give it a shot anyways, who knows. I did decide to use a natural hair brush because I figured synthetic would be easier to build the lather and whatnot. Get a usable lather real quick. And I did decide to use a gem style razor because I figured they're a little bit more technique involved. Well, maybe not. Maybe not more technique involved, but they might not be what you go to if you were in a hurry. That's a better description. if you were put up to this challenge, you might not reach for a vintage gem style razor. So this was almost like a pseudo face lather today, really, because I just loaded my brush and then kind of built it on my face more or less. I will have to grab some tufts of soap out of the bowl here. I'm not in a huge hurry, but I don't want to slouch off either. So, gem featherweight, Personna stainless blade with who knows how many shaves on it. This soap is just beautiful. It's kind of probably a 4 out of 5 on the scent. But it's a nice masculine accord. Oh yeah. And this Featherweight is a damn smooth shaver, really. So right over here, before I even go over this area, I did have like a pimple in this area. So I'm going to try to be kind of ginger over that. It wasn't protruding or anything, but it was just kind of like a red spot. Alright, that was a pretty damn smooth first pass. I'm gonna get some moisture back on the neck. I'll go ahead and dry my hand off here. Looks like I'm 4.5 minutes in at this point. I know I shouldn't really keep my eye on the clock all that much, but it's just interesting. You never know. Maybe I'm not able to get a shave in under 10 minutes. I am picking up a little bit more soap from the puck because on that first pass, I noticed it was a little bit stingy. So I'm unfamiliar with this soap base. I've only used it one time prior, and that was on video. I know the soap performed great. Let me add a little bit of water. I know the soap performed great on video. So I'm not really worried about the soap. I'm just unfamiliar with it, so no shame in going back to the puck. Especially if you have the time to go back to the puck in under 10 minutes. Oh yeah, stuff smells great. All right, pass 2, against the grain. Get those lines all lined up. I will probably hit the brewery tonight. Since it's my Friday. And that's what I like to do. See if the missus is interested. Where am I at? 7 minutes. Doing good. That neckline all taken care of. And this right here is definitely good enough to get me out the door. Yep. I'll even tempt fate. Kind of do my little lineup up here. Get rid of my widow's peak. Kind of get that line all tight since I'm going out. Nice. All right, let's get this off. This is going to be the time sink right here. Getting all the damn soap out of my beard. So it looks as if I am coming up on 10 minutes. I'm at the, 9-minute mark? So I'll go ahead and put some of this sample balm on. I just put it in a little baggie here. See if it didn't already come out. So there's a little bit left. Get it right here. And that's that. Under 10 minutes. I even tried to handicap myself since I had a big advantage. I tried to handicap myself. But that's that. 10 minutes. Started at 3, ended at 13. Not too shabby. So that's that, guys. I didn't rush. I just did my normal 2-pass shave, using a base that I was unfamiliar with, using a Badger brush instead of a synthetic. You know, people might have made the argument, you know, synthetics are easier to whip up a lather because they're consistent and stuff like that. Instead of just a DE or something, my go-to razor, I chose a gem style, which some, you know, probably wouldn't have been their go-to or wouldn't have been their first pick, but I figured I'd use a gem style razor to kind of show that even that could be done. And I know I hit it right there at the buzzer, but you guys saw there was really no rush involved. And if I wanted to take it up a notch, and if I wasn't talking to you guys, even though I talked less than normal, totally possible. So that was the 10-minute wet shave challenge. Thank you, Jack, over at the Virtual Groom Room, for tagging me. I'm going to tag 2 fellas right now. I want to tag Chris at IAMCDB. I know he could do this, and I'm sure he'll give us a good chat while he's at it. He's been popping into my channel, which is pretty badass, but he's actually been pretty active in damn near everyone's channel at this point. As well as Leroy over at Gnomeo Shaves. I think he recently discovered my channel, which is badass. I really love the support in this community. So Leroy over at Gnomeo Shaves, check him out as well. Both of you guys, You guys are the two that I'm tagging. I know you guys could do it. Make it interesting, and have a good Friday, guys. Have a good rest of your weekend, and I'll catch you guys soon for the next one. Cheers.